So one of the things I realized about picking the Z50 is its battery life. So in this video, I picked up this guy. This is the EN-EL25 legitimate Nikon manufactured battery for the Nikon Z50. I'm going to talk about it, the pros, the cons, should you consider getting this battery. Stay tuned. My name is Peter. If you watch this far, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up so I can keep more of these videos going so you guys can help me help you. Let's get into this. If you picked up a legit Nikon Z50 battery, it should be labeled as the Nikon EN-EL25. Link is in the description to check the exact one that I bought. And I've read a lot of reviews about buying on sites like Amazon and not being legitimate, but I have had no issues and it worked fine. So let's unbox it first so you guys know what a legitimate battery actually looks like. So as you can see here, you open it up, comes in this little bag. And here is the battery itself. As you can see, EN-EL25, coming in at only 1120 milliamps as well as 7.6 volts. This is the legitimate battery. And right out of the gate, I put that into my Nikon Z50 and it worked fine with no issues whatsoever. I was reading a lot of the reviews on Amazon and it's like, hey, this is a faulty battery, making sure that, it doesn't work, it's a dud. For me, straight from Amazon to me into my Z50, it worked fine. It had one charge on it. It was red, so I needed to charge it. And it took along the lines of like around 2 hours to fully charge. And it also comes with good old user's manual that talks to you about the battery. And what the TLDR of the user's battery is that it essentially says don't do anything stupid, don't put it in water, take care of it, making sure that, the cap goes on, as well as avoid any water or damage issues to the battery itself when traveling with an extra battery. But let's talk about the more important things, like how long does the Nikon Z50 actually last on one battery? So I don't need to actually do an in-field test. I've actually had the Nikon Z50 run for 1 hour, filmed in 4K. My settings were at 1/50, 3.5, and I left it on AFF, also known as full-time autofocus, and I left it on 250 ISO. So autofocus is turned on, and I have 4K video. So if you're a videographer and you want to use the Z50 for vlogs and video, know that each battery will last you roughly around an hour 10, an hour 15 of non-stop video recording in 4K. And that's on par with the other batteries. Is it on the lower end? And you're not going to get as much juice compared to, let's say, its bigger brother, because yes, one of the things I really don't like about the Nikon Z50 is that its battery life. You're looking at an hour-ish around for your 4K videos, so which is why I highly recommend you get at least a spare one so you don't have to worry about running out of your battery life. Link in the description if you want to check it out. So if you have a Nikon Z50, is that one of the things that you definitely need is at least one extra battery. If you plan on vlogging and going out, you have to consider, is that 1 hour going to be enough of 4K video recording, as well as this is not taking into account if you want to take photos as well. So if you want to take 4K videos for an hour, as well as let's say 100 to 300 photos, you're probably looking at best bet to 2 to 3 to even 4 batteries. If you're looking along the lines of a Z50 on a full day shoot, probably 5 is a good number for your Nikon Z50. So when it comes to having a third-party battery, it's always talking about, oh yeah, why should I pay $100? Yes, one of the downsides of this battery is that it's $100, depending on where you get it, whether it's secondhand, is that because the Nikon Z50 came out in 2019, it is still a relatively new battery. Because of that, there haven't like third-party batteries that make it for half the price. And being on the market now, the Nikon EN-EL25 is the only battery right now, to my knowledge, for the Z50. So you have to get the OEM, which stands for Original Engineered Manufactured Battery, which belongs to Nikon. It's authentic. Is the only battery that you can get. So if you're looking at 5 batteries, that's already a whopping $500. That's essentially another body or like a lens that you can use it. So it's something to consider when you even consider buying a Nikon Z50. So the pros is you're gonna need extra battery, right? And this is the only option. It works, it does its job, and it's Nikon. You can't go wrong with that. The cons is that it's quite pricey, and if there are third-party batteries, go on the lookout for them. But unfortunately, the Nikon Z50 does not use the EN-15C that the Z6, the Z7 use. It uses a like completely different battery. I was like, what's going on here, Nikon? But it's the Z50, smaller, compact. I guess that they had to design a specific battery just for this guy. So now each battery, I have at least 2.5 hours of 4K video shooting, as well as a couple photos here and there. So if you guys want to check that out, link in the description. Pick this up. You definitely need it if you have a Z50, the EN-EL25. And my name is Peter. And if you watched this far, smash that thumbs up button, grab my free camera guide. And if you get serious about video content and learning how to use a camera, get my mastery guide. Camera will teach you how to go from auto to manual to get the best bang for your buck, even if it's on a Nikon DSLR or mirrorless. My name is Peter. You're watching a Broke Visionary Collective, where we all start with nothing, but you can always create something. Cheers, guys.